Dear friend, in modern life, having many friends is often seen as a sign of social success. However, have you ever wondered if having fewer friends can be beneficial? This video will take you to a different perspective on this issue, where we do not see loneliness as a weakness, but rather a sign of inner strength and independence. Think about it. Is it possible that being alone is sometimes the first step in your journey of personal growth? This video will help you discover why having fewer friends can be a sign of maturity, independence, and even resilience. It is not about avoiding relationships, but about knowing your own values, knowing what you really need, and knowing how to protect your mind from unwanted external influences. We promise that after watching this video, you will have a whole new perspective on loneliness and social relationships. Your life may change in ways you never thought possible, so stay with us, discover new things and values that you can realize in yourself. If you feel that our sharing brings value, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. This is the best way for you to help us spread these meaningful messages to more people. Your support not only helps this video reach more people, but also contributes to bringing positive and innovative thinking to those who really need it. Thank you very much. Let's get started. 1. Inner strength and independence. In life, we are often taught that having many friends and social relationships is a sign of success and happiness. But is that really true? Stoic philosophy teaches us a deeper lesson. Confidence and happiness do not depend on the number of people around us, but on our own inner strength and self-reliance. Confidence and self-reliance are two core elements of a stable life. You can imagine a life in which you do not need to rely on the acceptance or recognition of others to feel your self-worth. This is not isolation or reclusiveness, but spiritual independence, the ability to stand on your own 2 feet without being shaken by the fluctuations around you. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoics, once said, "The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts." This means that no one but you can control your emotions and moods. When you realize this, you will no longer seek external validation, but instead focus on building confidence from within. Embracing solitude, or rather having few friends, is not a sign of weakness or a lack of social skills. Instead, it is a way to practice decision-making and maintain an unshakable self-confidence. In today's society, we are often caught up in social pressures, forced to follow standards that do not always reflect our true worth. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, taught, "It is not the things outside that bother you, but the way you look at them." When you embrace solitude, you begin to see life on your own terms, unaffected by the pressures of others. You no longer need to conform to social expectations or seek external validation. Instead, you learn to trust your own abilities and worth. Having few friends also allows you to focus on the relationships that truly matter, the ones who truly understand and empathize with you. Instead of spreading your energy across many superficial relationships, you can invest in deeper, quality connection. As Seneca said, "A wise man does not let others rule his emotions, he rules his mind." The same is true in relationships. When you don't feel pressured to maintain many relationships, you can focus on building real connections that help you grow and develop. Inner strength and self-reliance not only make you more stable in life, but also help you face challenges calmly and resiliently. When you do not rely on others to validate your self-worth, you become freer, not bound by expectations or pressures from society. You can live a life that is true to your values and desires, a life that you are in control of. As Marcus Aurelius reminded, manage and regulate your mind, and your life will be simple and serene. Having few friends is not a bad thing. It can be an opportunity for you to develop confidence, self-reliance, and build truly meaningful relationships. By embracing solitude and focusing on your inner strength, you can live a full and happy life, not dependent on the presence of others. This is the path that Stoic philosophy shows, a path that leads to true peace and freedom. 2. Focus deeply on your personal goals. Why do I emphasize the power of focus? Because I have witnessed that, in any field, no one is truly successful without the ability to focus deeply. You can have many talents, many opportunities, but if you cannot focus on your goals, all of that becomes meaningless. Unfortunately, most people let their thoughts be distracted by external factors. from innocuous comments to social relationships that do not bring real value. Perhaps you have fallen into a similar situation. You spend time pleasing people around you, paying attention to comments from others, or trying to maintain relationships just to avoid feeling lonely. But ask yourself, is all that really getting you closer to your goals? I doubt it. In fact, when you put so much energy into external factors, you won't have enough energy left to invest in yourself. Think about the people you admire who have achieved the success you desire. Do you think they let themselves get distracted by unimportant things? I can confirm that they have learned to master their focus. They know that to achieve something great, they need to focus all their mind and energy on their goal. It's not easy, but it's the only path to true success. You might think that having few friends or being less involved in social activities will make you lonely, but the truth is, this gives you an unexpected advantage. When you cut down on unnecessary social interactions, you have more time to invest in what really matters to you. Not only does this move you closer to your goals, but it also gives you a sense of fulfillment, knowing that every step you take matters. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, once said, "We cannot control external events. All we can control is how we react to them." You can choose to let yourself be distracted by unimportant factors, or you can choose to focus on what you truly want to achieve. Choice is entirely yours. Do you have the courage to do it? Do you dare to put yourself first, focus all your strength on what you believe in, and pursue it to the end? This is not a path for the fearful or hesitant. This is the path for those who dare to be different, dare to face challenges, and are determined not to let anything stop them from achieving their goals. When you do, you will not only find yourself moving further along the path you have chosen, but you will also feel the true power from within. You will become stronger, more confident, and eventually, you will achieve things that many people can only dream of. Are you ready to accept this challenge? If so, start now, and you will realize that nothing can stop you on your journey to achieving great things. Number 3, the value of quality over quantity in relationships. Of course, to focus on what is truly important, you need to be very selective, not only in your goals, but also in your relationships. Imagine that your life is like a garden, where each of your friends is a plant in that garden. If you spend too much time planting and caring for countless small plants, your garden may look colorful, but the soil and water will be scattered. Plants will compete for nutrient, and as a result, they will not be able to grow well. Instead, if you select just a few plants and care for them carefully, you will see them grow lushly, with deep roots and full of sweet fruit. The same is true in our lives, where the quality of our relationships matters, not the quantity. Having few friends is not a sign of social incompetence or loneliness, but a conscious choice to invest in relationships that are truly valuable. Let not many things control your life. Live simply, with few ties, and you will become stronger. Stoics advise, reminding us that being selective about your relationships not only makes life easier, but also brings inner strength. It's easy to get lost in trying to please everyone. The truth is that not everyone is worth your time and attention. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoics, once said, "We need few friends, but we need good friends." It's a lesson in the value of deep, real relationships. Such relationships are not for decoration in life, but to provide a solid foundation when you face challenges. You may have a large circle of friends, but how many of them truly provide support and understanding when you need it? We do not need superficial relationships that only add noise and drama to our lives. Instead, focus on a few truly like-minded friends who share the same values and goals as you. The richness of relationships lies not in the number, but in the depth of the connection. Friend is a necessity of life, not for survival, but for happiness. Epictetus emphasized the importance of having a true friend who can support you in all circumstances. A deep relationship, providing genuine support and understanding, will help you maintain peace of mind, even when life gets tough. Don't let your life be filled with superficial relationships, people who come when things are going well, but disappear when things are tough. Take the time to nurture the relationships that you know will be there for you, no matter what. These relationships will not only be a source of encouragement, but also a place where you can find truth and advice when you need it. So challenge yourself to be smart about your relationships. You might be surprised to find that having fewer but deeper friends adds more value to your life. That's how you create a thriving garden where the best plants will yield the best fruit. Remember, quantity is not important, quality is. For resilience and self-reliance, facing difficulty. And it is those deep, quality relationships that will help you stand firm when facing life's great challenges. But sometimes resilience and self-reliance are what really get you through. Imagine if you were in the middle of a big storm. While many people are looking for shelter, you choose to stand firm in the strong winds, not bowing to the pressure of nature. This may seem crazy, but it is a symbolic image of self-reliance and resilience, qualities that Stoicism promotes. The difference between an ordinary person and a Stoic is choosing to face challenges instead of running away from them. When life puts you in difficult situations, it is not the time to seek help from others, but the time to discover your inner strength. Stoic philosophy emphasizes that the ability to stand firm in the face of adversity without relying on support from others is a sign of true strength. Philosopher Seneca once said, "The strong man is not he who has never fallen, he who rises every time he falls." When you encounter adversity, it is not just a challenge but also an opportunity for you to grow, become stronger and more resilient. Instead of seeking comfort from a large network of friends, the Stoic focuses on tapping into the strength within himself. Facing adversity is not easy. When you are alone in the battle of life, you will find yourself becoming more resilient, more self-reliant, and more confident. It is in your most difficult moments that you realize how strong you are. Challenges are no longer enemies, but great teachers, helping you train courage and perseverance. A famous quote from Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once reminded us, "The things you fear are the only things that can hurt you. Face them and you will find freedom." It is when you dare to face your fears, when you choose to stand up instead of fall, that you truly free yourself from the limitations you have placed on yourself. But how many people are brave enough to face challenges without relying on others? This is the difference between a Stoic person and an ordinary person. Do you dare to challenge yourself to discover your true strength? Do you dare to face difficulties on your own without waiting for help from outside, and from there build yourself a foundation of unparalleled strength? Epictetus, another famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "It is not the circumstances that make a man, but how a man faces the circumstance." How you face challenges will determine who you are. When you no longer rely on others for comfort, when you overcome all difficulties on your own, you have become the best version of yourself. A person who is not only strong, but also resilient, all the storms of life. Ask yourself, do you have the courage to stand alone in the storm? Do you have the strength to persevere in the face of challenges without needing help from others? If so, then you are well on your way to becoming a Stoic. Someone who understands the value of self-reliance and resilience in life. Don't be afraid to face difficulty, because that is the path that leads you to true strength and resilience. Self-awareness. One of the most important keys to living a fulfilling and meaningful life is a deep understanding of yourself. As Aristotle once said, "He who knows himself wins every battle." In a world filled with noise and distraction, it is easy to lose touch with yourself. But only when you truly know yourself can you live the life you truly desire. Stoicism teaches that self-awareness is not just about knowing who you are, but also about knowing your strengths, weaknesses, desires, and fears. This is a continuous and never-ending process, a journey that you must engage in every day. Ask yourself, why do I do what I do? What really motivates me? What am I afraid of and why? These questions help you dig deeper into your inner self, to recognize the core factors that drive your behavior and decisions. When you are less distracted by social relationships and external pressures, you can spend more time reflecting on yourself. Epictetus said, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it counts." When you detach yourself from the noise of the world, you begin to see things through your own lens, unaffected by the opinions and expectations of others. Self-awareness is not an easy journey, but it is the most rewarding journey you can take. You will realize that your core values cannot be shaken by external factors. You will make decisions that are in line with your true nature, no longer swayed by judgment or pressure from society. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, "Manage and regulate your mind, and your life will become simple and serene." This means that when you understand yourself, you will no longer be easily swept away by external emotional storms. You will live according to the values that you truly cherish, no longer running after standards that are not yours. 6. Emotional stability. Self-awareness not only helps you live according to your values, but also lays the foundation for you to achieve emotional stability, an important quality in Stoic philosophy. In an increasingly complex and volatile world, emotional stability is a priceless treasure. Those who remain calm and unmoved by external circumstances are the strongest. You cannot control what happens to you, but you can control how you react to it, Marcus Aurelius taught us. The ability to remain calm and balanced in the face of life's ups and downs is not just a skill, but a state of mind that must be cultivated daily. For the Stoics, emotions should not be swayed by things that cannot be controlled, but should be based on a deep understanding of ourselves and the world around us. You may ask, how can we achieve this emotional stability? The answer lies in controlling our emotions independently. For the Stoics, controlling our emotions is not about suppressing them, but about understanding and regulating them so that they are not dominated by external factors. Do not let your mind be the slave of your emotions, let it be the master of them. Epictetus taught us. Imagine yourself standing in the middle of a storm. The wind is howling, the rain is pouring, and yet you remain steadfast, unshaken. That is the image of emotional stability that the Stoics aspire to. They understand that in life, there will be storms, but it is how we deal with those storms that matters. You can choose to be swept away by the currents of negative emotions, or you can choose to stand firm, keeping your mind clear and calm. But make no mistake, emotional stability does not mean being indifferent or apathetic. It does not mean ignoring our emotions or suppressing them. Instead, it is about understanding the source of those emotions, accepting them, and then choosing to respond in a calm and rational manner. This is not easy. With patience and practice, anyone can achieve it. 7. Improve decision-making skills. With a solid foundation of self-awareness and emotional stability, you will find that your decision-making skills are also greatly improved. Imagine yourself standing at a crossroads in life, where each path represents a different choice. You feel lost, not knowing which direction to take, but with no one around to consult or lean on. Alone, you are forced to make a decision, and that is when you realize that, in solitude, you have found your great strength. This story is not just fiction, but is part of the Stoic philosophy, where solitude is not something to be feared, but an opportunity for you to explore and understand yourself better. When you have fewer friends, you are no longer influenced by the opinions of others. You have the mental space to think deeply and make decisions that are in line with your true values and goals. As Marcus Aurelius, one of the famous Stoics, once said, "Others may confuse me, but I can control my own thoughts." Your ability to make decisions is not just about choosing the right path, but also about taking full responsibility for that decision. When there is no one to share the responsibility with, you begin to be more aware of the consequences of each action. This makes you stronger and more decisive. You are no longer easily swayed by unfounded advice or social pressure. Instead, you become confident, knowing what is right and what is not right for you. You may think that making independent decisions is a burden, but it is true power. Epictetus, another Stoic, said, "We cannot control what happens to us, but we can control how we react." This ability not only helps you make better decisions, but also helps you face the challenges that life throws at you with a steady mind. When you see the value of making your own decisions, you will realize that there is no need to seek validation from others. You are the one who holds the key to unlocking the door to a fulfilling life, independent of the judgment or opinions of others. This is the Stoic path, where solitude becomes a source of strength and confidence, leading you to a freer and more fulfilling life. Thank you for watching the video. See you next video.